What up guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be going over one of my favorite shots that I like to get, and that's like, I call it like FPV vision. What it is getting a reverse shot of your actual drone flying in the air, and I do that with the Insta360. This is the 1X. It's not the new version, I think there's like an X2 or something, but yeah, this is basically what I've been using for the past like couple years getting this shot. You've probably seen it on my like title page when you open up my channel. And yeah, the main thing that I've noticed over time, what a lot of people kind of like got wrong, was just hiding the stick. Because if you know anything with a 360 camera, it hides the selfie stick or whatever you're holding, or in this case, this rigged up mount. Now this isn't the mount that I usually use. For some reason I lost my normal mount, and it's just the GoPro basically stick on mount here that I made like some adjustments to. But yeah, as you go further down, you're gonna have issues with the little like spinny knob. So if you can see, I like trimmed this one up like pretty good, but for the most part, this is what you kind of have to do, and kind of have to get it at just the right plane to get a little higher angle. This, like I said, this isn't exactly how I would want it. I would want this a little bit higher to kind of get a little bit of a top view. But yeah, I feel like this will work for today after a lot of grinding and some things that I did to this. But for the most part, you want to get the, it's called like the pivot mount. It's usually for helmets, and it has a little little pivot, and you put that GoPro mount on the bottom, and it just like gets you the perfect angle, because you could actually adjust the tilt up with keeping these little arms straight. And I always put a GoPro or whatever action camera I am using still on the drone. Kind of gives you that feel of the actual drone flight and everything going on. But yeah, that's how I have this set up. I know a couple people have asked how I have gotten that shot, because it's pretty cool. And yeah, it's literally like my most favorite shot to get. It's just this reverse cool view. You don't see it very often. Alright, so a couple more tips that we could go over that I've learned from my experience flying these things. And we'll start with this camera here. Is I do have these like lens protectors on here. These are super beneficial because the lenses on 360 cameras are so soft that any little impact to the concrete or anything will definitely scratch it up. Everything's blurry on that lens, it doesn't look good anymore. So these little stick-on lenses have been lifesavers actually, especially when running like that pivot mount. This whole arm, if you try and land, the camera wants to just pivot and slap against the ground, and yeah, that's a bad day happening if you don't have these guards on. Your whole camera is toasted. I've had that happen before, and I have to warranty the whole camera. So yeah, having that lens guard on there is you know, something you definitely want to put on there. I like can't stress that enough. Also, battery. This is a 1300. I would put like an 1800 battery on here, a little more weight, because you do have like the two cameras here that it is so front heavy. Even taking off, you're gonna notice this thing's gonna want to like go up, and then like just like it wants to just take off in that direction. You kind of have to like pitch back and go up. It's kind of weird to take off, but it's fine. Once it's in the air, you're okay. So trying to have like a heavier battery in the back definitely is going to do a lot better, just to like balance that out. And running a higher pitch props, these are the ETHiX S5 props, so plenty of thrust on here, bigger drone, 6-inch, whatever, no problem. You can totally lift this setup. Alright, so the last thing is you're going to have a little bit of issue flying, first of all, because this whole thing is blocking your camera view. So I always recommend cruising around, finding a good line you want to do. This whole thing's about just like getting the drone view and passing through objects and stuff. Foreground's kind of nice to just make it look a lot cooler. And do like a pass, and then just use the camera to punch all your gaps or whatever. That's your reference point. So if you know it's clear to go through there, do circle around stuff, you could go right through whatever you need to do. So yeah, those are basically my tips for flying this thing, and let's get up in the air and see if we can get at least a cool shot today.